Hi everybody and welcome to the 19th of December. Let's see what we're painting today. Oh wow! We've got the nativity scene, but this time it's all about the animals. Grab your paints and let's get started. I love the nativity story and it's just, we've done it, I mean obviously it's important every single year, but I like to find different ways of telling it in the Advent calendar, and I am a real animal lover and it felt only right to showcase some of the other guests at the crib. So I'm just doing a drawing of a sort of silhouetted barn. We'll do a vertical bit coming down, and don't forget, if you hate drawing, well, I'd say give it a go, but also just screenshot when I'm done, and then you can do it. Right, so we're going to have baby Jesus in the middle. Remember, things are all about silhouettes, so right. Now I'm going to have a donkey, because he had quite an important role, didn't he? So big ears, and we'll have two like that, and then the sort of head, muzzle, and we'll have a camel sort of coming up here. And make it sort of obvious I'm going to do that sort of little bridle thing. And then we'll have a sheep. We need to make our life a bit easier by making these things obvious. So a nice woolly sheep, and then we'll have a cow, because a bull, maybe this bull gave his barn for baby Jesus. I don't know, but I'm gonna include him as well. So essentially what's going to happen is I'm going to sort of fade it out so that that'll all be black and that'll all be black. Okay, quite like that. Now I'm going to just lightly rub out all my pencil, and we're going to do a really nice sky, because of course when you do silhouettes you need something exciting on the back, and every now and then I've been mixing up a colour and I see a gorgeous purple, so let's create a nice purple. Look at that, that's cool. So we're going to have that colour. I'm going to make a bit of a pinky colour as well, and because I'm going to have like a glow in the middle of it. I don't know if you remember, but when we were doing the episode where we were prepping our kit, I talked about nice blush tones that you can get. I mean, I was talking about yellow ochre and alizarin crimson, but I wonder what happens if you put lemon yellow and alizarin crimson together. Oh, you get a nice orange. Okay. I am going to clean off this brush and I'm going to wet the page. So I'm going to do it so it sort of overlaps over the animals. Okay, that should be good. And we start with our lightest colour first, and I'm going to obviously start with the glow around Jesus. Then a little bit of the pink. Then more of the actual pink. And finish off with the purple. Okay, that's really nice. I like it. We need to let that dry 100% though before we do our silhouettes. So we're going to need to mix up that really dark colour again. So look how well that's dried, it's lovely. And I've got my really dark, deep colour. I hope I've got enough. I might need to mix some more, but I'm going to use my small brush. It's very thick. Add a little bit of water. And I think it is important to use a small detailed brush in these silhouettes because you really want to be able to capture all the little details. So essentially you're just going to work your way through, just going through the lines. It's interesting with this because you want to have your paint somewhere between sort of thick, so it goes on nice and opaque and concentrated, but also watery enough that it's got good movement. So every time I do it slightly more watery, I feel like I can see through the colour a bit more, but it's okay. We can always add layers on. And so when it comes to the animals, just try and do everything in as much of a silhouette as possible. So leave sort of gaps between things where you can. And I'm making the sheep fur really obvious, sort of really over the top. Because then the cow is going to come down like that, and they'll just both sort of blend into the background. Now this looks really, really lovely. I'm so thrilled with it. If there are any other animals that you want to include, like maybe a tiny little mouse, might be quite fun. It's just being able to make it obvious what it is. Maybe I'll put in a bird. I think for me that is going to be enough, but by all means add in whoever you want. At the birth of Jesus Christ. I think it's rather cute. So I'm just going to let that dry, rub out the pencil, and we'll be done for the 19th. And there you go, a lovely little alternative story of the Nativity. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for the 20th.